Grace Wilson stood alone at a rainy bus stop. She had only $12 left in her wallet. Just then, her phone rang. She answered it.
I'm sorry, but starting today, you no longer have a job.
Grace slowly lowered her phone. She believed this was the worst day of her life. But she had no idea that this day would become the beginning of her happiest future. Grace was 27 years old. She worked as a waitress in a small neighborhood cafe. Every morning she woke up before sunrise. Every night she came home late. Her mother, Helen, had been sick for many years. The cost of her medical treatment kept growing every month. Almost all of Grace's salary went toward hospital bills and medicine. She rarely bought anything for herself. But she had one dream she never gave up. One day, she wanted to open her own bakery. She had loved baking since she was a little girl. Every weekend she baked fresh bread, cookies, and cakes in their small kitchen. Her mother was always the first person to taste them. Helen always smiled and said,
"One day, people will stand in line just to buy your cakes."
Grace always laughed. But deep inside, she never stopped believing that dream could come true. One morning, the cafe owner gathered all the employees. Business had become too difficult. The cafe was closing permanently. Everyone lost their jobs. Grace walked out carrying a small box with her belongings. That same day, she started looking for another job. 1 place, 2 places, 10 places. Every answer was the same. "We're sorry. We're not hiring." A week passed. Her savings were almost gone. The deadline for her mother's hospital payment was getting closer. One evening, Grace sat quietly in the kitchen. She looked at the old oven. Suddenly, an idea came to her. If I can't find a job, I'll create one myself. The next morning, she spent the last of her money on flour, eggs, butter, and sugar. She baked her very first batch of cupcakes. She packed them into small paper boxes. Then she walked through the neighborhood, knocking on doors. On the first day, only 3 people bought cupcakes. She earned very little, but she refused to give up. The next day, 5 people bought them. The day after that, 8 people. Little by little, more customers came every day. One afternoon, a young woman named Mia bought a box of cupcakes. She loved them. She took a photo and shared it on social media. She wrote, "These are the best homemade cupcakes I've ever tasted." The next morning, Grace's phone would not stop ringing. 10 orders, then 20. By evening, more than 50. She could barely keep up. Her neighbors helped fold the boxes. Her mother helped put labels on every package. A few weeks later, Olivia Brooks, the owner of one of the city's most famous bakeries, came to visit Grace. Grace thought Olivia was going to offer her a job, but instead, Olivia smiled and said,
"I'm not here to hire you."
Grace looked confused. Then Olivia continued,
"I'm here because I want to help you open your own bakery."
Grace couldn't believe what she had just heard. Her dream was finally becoming real. 1 year later, a small bakery opened on a quiet street. A beautiful wooden sign hung above the entrance. Grace's Bakery. The smell of fresh bread filled the air. A long line of customers waited outside. The very first customer was Helen. She hugged her daughter tightly and whispered, "You never gave up." Grace smiled. She remembered the rainy bus stop, the $12, the phone call that changed everything, the day she lost her job. If that day had never happened, she would never have found the courage to follow her dream. At that moment, Grace understood one important truth. The hardest day of your life can become the beginning of your brightest future. Happiness does not arrive overnight. Sometimes, it slowly finds the people who never stop believing.